We are ready to start, and our esteemed ringman, Mr. Murray Reisner, has lined up the participants, and we'll introduce them to you as they appear in the ring. And it looks to me like our first contestant is now entering the ring, and that is Reese Stephen. And if you need advice on who she is, look at the vehicle that's on the calf's back, and that will tell you who Reese is. Our second entry in the class coming into the ring now is Roy O'Connor, and he's got a Jurassic Park Triceratops going on. Now entering the ring from what we call Outer Bellwood is Jacob Russworm. And you need to get yourself into a Elmer Fudd state of mind for Roy's costume. He's a hunter, and he's looking for wascally wabbits. Then from the center of the universe, we have Elsa, also known as Scarlet Fraser, from Fergus, Ontario. Scarlet is followed by Super Mario, aka Ivy Russworm. Then we have Dresden O'Hara from the great city of Schaumburg, and he is presenting Hugh Hefner and his Playboy bunnies, or bunny. At least one bunny, if not multiple bunnies. And last but not least, Sierra Osborne. She is doing a theme that centers around Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Our judge this evening, all the way from Marionville, Ontario, in eastern Ontario, near Winchester, near Russell, Ontario, and many other great communities in that area, is Mr. Jonathan Reisler Dam, also known by other names, which we're not going to share with you. We do want to note that Heavenly Genetics, with Claire Swale as the principal in Heavenly Genetics, is our sponsor for this class. And there is an amazing award for the winner of this class as well. So everybody's going to be celebrated. Everybody's going to be applauded. Everybody's going to be thanked for participating in this event. But we will have an actual first place winner as well. And the prize they receive is virtually out of this world. So we're going to let you enjoy the class and what happens here. And we'll be back a little later on. We're going to get some comments from our judge. And we're going to have an announcement of who the winner is. But I'm sure that you appreciate the effort made by each and every one of these future dairy, well, current and future dairy show people. Tell us about the prize, if you will. Take a second. Let your
Can I just mention it to a kid as well, please?
yes.
I'll just wait till
I like to set our down. That's a bit. Go.
you said it. Greg, Greg, Greg. You're okay, you're okay. She's like, oh, why do I swallow it? She's not. Don't eat it, don't eat it, don't eat it. There we go. There you go. You just, you thought the crab was so tricky. You want, you got it? She wanted to come check it out. Or should put her like that time. Oh, okay. Okay, everybody. Russell's asked me to say a few words about this competition. And I think a lot of you know me well enough to know that I was very unfortunate to lose my son. And what prompted this class was the fact that we used to go to Florida most years and have an absolutely amazing time. And that's why we call this class the Making Memory Showmanship Award and Peewee Costume Class, because it's for the kids. We want them to come out here and love what they're doing. We want them to come out in a costume, and we just want them to have fun and enjoy themselves. And the prize is really the icing on the cake. It means that one family get to go to Orlando, to Florida, and have a holiday as a family. And that's what it's all about. It really is about making memories. So I'm just going to go up to a couple of the kids and try and talk to a few of them, and perhaps they can sort of let you know what they think of it anyway. I'm just making my way over to the winner of the award last year, and this is Sierra Osborne. Sierra, did you enjoy going to Florida?
Yes,
What was the best thing about it?
going to the water park.
Which one? I think. Is it beach? Oh, I'm going to walk away from there. But it really is a great trip. And I think you can see by the costumes that we've got in front of us, they've all put a tremendous amount of effort into these costumes. And it is great to see them all out here in the ring. So I'm just going to leave it at that and let the costumes do the talking.
This is the best. I know. I don't know. So sad. It is.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's certainly an honor and a pleasure to be here today. And I've done quite a few shows and showmanship shows. This is by far the hardest class that I've ever had to judge, easily, hands down. How about we give all our awesome costumes here and the parents in the middle of the ring. A big round of applause so they can hear how cool this is. Also, a big round of applause for Claire for putting this on. This is absolutely incredible. Big round of applause for Claire. I think everybody probably has their favorites out here today. It's a toss-up, to be honest. It's pretty tricky to decide. So, how about we all put our hands together and I'll go select our winner for today. I I really hate to say this because I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, but this is a pretty awesome costume. Congratulations. Okay, so we're gonna go with probably one of my favorite movies of all time. That'll be Jurassic Park. Good job.
Ah, mama.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Congratulations, everybody. Great costumes.
Yes, could we have every one of the participants over to the photo area because we want to do a photo there and we want to express incredible congratulations to our class winner, Sienna Osborne from Willow Creek Genetics. She was pushing the Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift concept as well. Did a fantastic job. This is actually Sienna's second year to win this costume class. And we're delighted with that. Her runner up was Roy O'Connor with his Triceratops costume from Jurassic Park. But thank you to each and every one of these participants, Jacob and Ivy Russworm, Reese Stephen, Roy O'Connor, Scarlett Fraser, Sienna Osborne, and Dresden O'Hara. This is fantastic. Now, we're soon going to be starting our junior showmanship class. And that again is for the 9 to 11-year-olds, sponsored by Heather Home Holsteins from the McNeil family at Goderich, Ontario, well-known multiple master breeder award winning herd. And we so appreciate each and every sponsor. So we're going to get the pictures taken, and then we'll have the novice showman enter the ring. Now entering the ring is our novice showmanship class. We have 12 entrants. We have one that is not in your catalog. We'll identify that person after the class has been completed. We'll introduce you to all of these 12 exhibitors when the class is completed. Murray Reisner is leading the young showman into the class. Jonathan Reisler-Dam is starting his judging work on this class, and we have 12 participants in the novice showmanship class. We had, in actuality, about 74 or 75 entries initially for this class, and we may see a few add-ons as well. So we're really excited about that kind of participation, that kind of interest. And this is all about the future. And once again, we want to thank Heather Home Holsteins, the McNeil family, for so generously sponsoring this class. We have a wealth of great sponsors for this event. So we're wildly enthusiastic about each participant and about the future as well. Please note that if you are of a certain age, there is some wine available underneath the black 100 Farmall sign or banner. And there's also some cheese there from some of our local cheesemakers as well. That is all ages. The wine, you'll have to either make your own decision or ask your parents if it's appropriate for you to be drinking it. But nonetheless, there's a really good Riesling there, I can tell you that, and other wonderful wines as well, and some local cheese, 100% Canadian, of course, being served underneath the black 100 Farmall sign. We are thrilled. We are totally thrilled to have 12 young participants in this novice showmanship class. Look how well they're handling their calves. Look how quiet the calves are. Look at the control they have over the calves and also their ability to analyze their heifers and make sure that their heifers appear to the best of their advantage. So, this is exciting for the future. It talks about the 4 H program, it talks about parents and leaders who are very involved in encouraging these young people to develop skills and then to hone those skills once they're developed as well. So, this is an exciting moment for the dairy industry when we look to the future. We cannot change the past, but we can have a real impact on the future. So, this is what the future is all about. And we thank all the supportive parents who have ensured that their children have a chance to be here, and all the exhibitors who've supplied calves, and everybody who's been involved in this. It is just a glorious, glorious moment for the industry when we see this kind of enthusiasm and talent and ability as well. Looks like it's time for a provisional lineup to be established. And what we want to say to these young exhibitors is that keep showing until the class is absolutely finished. Um, it's not over till it's over. And our judge is going to be watching you all the way through the process to see how you act at every single moment during this class. So never give up, keep working, and stay enthusiastic and on your job all the way through. I'm sure your parents have encouraged you that way many's a time. I know we don't want to disturb our showman or our judge or our ringman when the class is in process, but I would like to recognize the incredible efforts of Ben Clark and Bennett Husing. They have been on the job all day long, and yes, a round of applause for these two guys is 100% appropriate. They have kept this ring in amazing condition all day long. They're standing off in the photo area, probably wanting someone to take their picture, I guess. And Claire is going to do that. Ben and Bennett have gone nonstop all day long. The condition of this ring is absolutely immaculate. Once they've got things cleaned up, they make sure that the grounds and the ring is in perfect order, and they've just been spectacular. Every job in putting on a show like this is important, and there is absolutely no question that these guys are maintaining the standards of everybody else involved in this show as well. They're just super. So, Ben and Bennett, thank you very much. Also, if we could have anybody who's participating in the second class, the junior showmanship class, if they could be in the makeup area now. We have Martina Arth acting as our marshal there. And it's probably time to start thinking about class 3, the intermediate showmanship class as well. We'll make that announcement in the barns in a second. Judge Reisler Dam, your reasons, please.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for these novice show people? A tremendous. And I apologize. I always take a little longer with this class. I like to make sure that they all have a chance. It's early on in the season, and cabs are all cooperating differently. And I'm definitely impressed how well our top 5 here show people had these cabs come out the first show of the year. Starting off with the show person in first, for me, a show person that just had the most amount of control of his heifer at all times in the class. A calf that always flowed with the show person at first. When he pulled that calf, the calf followed him with ease. He got the calf set up a little quicker and more correctly than our second place show person. Our second place show person, a tremendously capable show person, did a great job, and he battled a calf that kind of was just fighting him a little bit throughout the class, but did a tremendous job staying composed and keeping calm and just making sure that calf looked good no matter what. And he just used that quickness, that correctness, that straightness in line, that control over his heifer to carry over our show person coming out here in third. Third over fourth, just the finer details when entering the class. Our show person in third here walked forward at the proper time. And just when you get them in line, our third place show person did pull the heifer a little straighter than our show person coming out here in fourth. Fourth over fifth, purely on just the way they handled the calf today. Just a bit more control throughout the class, but a tremendous job through all our competitors right down to the very bottom of this class. I think we got a bright future here, and they're all going to have a great show season ahead. How about one more big round of applause for all these fantastic show people?
Thank you, sir. We now have the placings in that class. What we'll do is we'll give you the top 5 and we'll recognize everyone else in the class. In first place, ring number 246, Ryan Knosson from Knossum Holsteins. Yes, big round of applause for Ryan. Second place goes to ring number 247, Easton Osborne of Willow Creek Genetics. Third place goes to ring number 251, Ivanka Noom, of New Morning Holsteins. Fourth place goes to 481. That is Brinley Burgess from Golden Jersey, Cedar Patch Holsteins. And fifth place goes to ring number 249, Addison Cox from Coxlin Holsteins. We'll give you the names of everyone else that participated: Savannah Noom, Charlotte Cousineau, Lainey Fraser, Carissa Dupasquier, Raylan Strugala, Bella Sales, and Brinkley Eby. So those were all the participants in this 12-participant showmanship class sponsored by Heather Holsteins. Entering the ring right now, we have class 2 for junior showmen, ages 12 to 14, and the sponsor here is MNP.
Ready there, guys?
Just before our judge presents his reasons, we will give you the top three placings. In third place in this class, ring number 479, Janelle Phoenix. In second place, ring number 260, Jace Noom. And the class winner, 464, Gavin De Silva from Oxford County. And we're opening the door for our Judge Jonathan now to tell us his views, his information on these amazing junior showmen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for all these show people out here? I think all of them are more than capable of winning this class throughout the year. Starting off with the pair of show people that I think fit quite nicely together. Our first place show person, from the moment he walks in the ring, he shows a lot of confidence. He's calm. He always walks in sync and in unison with his heifer at all times. And he just has a tremendous amount of control over his heifer. And it is that control, that smoothness all the way around the ring, the way he walks in sync with his heifer, that carries him over the show person coming out in second. Second over third, close placing. Just going to give our show person here in second a little bit more of advantage today. Just had a bit more control at the beginning of the class. A show person that got his heifer set up a little bit more quicker and more correctly in line and on the outside of the ring than the show person coming out in third. Show person in third over the show person in fourth, another very close placing for me. But when you get these two show people beside each other, you just prefer the control within the line. Our third place show person just can handle her calf a little bit more comfortably than the show person coming out in fourth. Show person in fourth does a tremendous job for the size of heifer she has. Very capable, very knowledgeable show person here in fourth. Wouldn't be surprised if we see her winning a lot of classes throughout the year. Our fourth over fifth, just I prefer the way our fourth place show person keeps that nose down on the heifer when they're walking the calf at all time. Just shows a little bit more angularity on the heifer. And it's just on overall head carriage that places over our fifth place show person. But once again, how about a big round of applause for all these fantastic show people in the middle of the ring?
As our third showmanship class enters the ring, fourth actually, I guess, we will give you the full placings if you want to record them in your catalog. Ring 257, Colt Grandee is 14th. Ring 258, Kylan Noom is 5th. Ring 259, Quinn McDonald is 8th. Ring 260, Jace Noom was 2nd in class. Ring 261, Danique Noom was 10th. Ring 262, Ella Canawson was 4th. Ring 263, Grace Beckett was 7th. Ring 264, Colton Martin was 12th. Ring 265, Faith Beckett, that's a slight change from your catalog, was 13th. Ring 266, Lauren Sleegers was 6th. Ring 267, Mr. Miller Young was 17th. Ring 268, Danique DeBoer was 11th. Ring 269, Ethan Grant was 16th. Ring 270, Addison Strugela was 18th. Ring 271 did not show. Ring 272, Hannah Sales was 19th. Ring 273, Jaden Stoll was 9th. Ring 274, Presley Eby was 15th. Ring 464, and this is an added entry, Gavin De Silva from Oxford County was the class winner. Ring 475, Janelle Phoenix was 3rd, and the sponsor of that class was MNP. So that is the full placings on Class 3. We now have entering in the ring. Class 2 is complete. Class 3 Intermediate Showman, sponsored by PrevTech, is now in the ring. And I think you'll agree that our judge, Jonathan Reisler-Dam, is doing a spectacular job. As we've got Class 3 entering the ring, We'll be making an announcement for the barns to encourage showmen in the 18 to 21-year-old class, the senior showmanship class, to get ready to get on their way to the makeup ring, the marshalling area. Thank you. we have been remiss up until now in fully introducing our judge, Jonathan Rylersdam. John is from Winchester, Ontario, where he farms with his family under the very well known Dell Creek prefix. Dell Creek is a two-time master breeder Holstein herd, and the herd is noted worldwide as having bred many animals that have been nominated for All Ontario, All Canadian, and All American awards. A highlight for John has been breeding Dell Creek Fatal Attraction, the unanimous All American and All Canadian senior calf over 13 years ago in 2011. More recently, Dell Creek, where about 70 cows are milked at any point in time, has achieved a herd classification, and listen to this, of 41 excellence, 48 very goods, and 12 good plus. John has judged 4-H shows in Ontario, including the East Gen Challenge, also in Quebec and the United States, as well as county shows in Ontario, and the U.S. In 2024, Jonathan was honored to judge showmanship at the Holland Holstein Show in the Netherlands, and this year he will be judging showmanship at World Dairy Expo, exercising his great passion for working with young people and judging showmanship. So if you would welcome our judge, Jonathan Rylersdam, from Winchester, Ontario, I'd say Marionville to be more exact. We'd appreciate that, and we sure thank Jonathan and Logan for traveling here for Eastern Ontario. Tomorrow they're going to be here for the cow show and then hightail it out of here to be in Ottawa for a Senators game tomorrow evening. So it's a busy, busy life when you're chasing after John. So we really appreciate him making time to exercise his expertise in judging showmanship here in Ancaster today. Judging him. Now, another assignment that Jonathan has this year is judging the spectacular Lucknow 4-H show in August, which is a very large 4-H show. I know that he'll be looking forward to that and really getting himself focused for that event as a lead up to his work at World Dairy Expo. So, what an honor to be asked to judge showmanship at World Dairy Expo, where there are massive numbers of showmen participating. And again, we'd like to thank Ben Clark, Bennett Husing for their work in the ring, and Murray Reisner for his tremendous work as ringman for this evening. It'd be interesting to be able to add up the number of dairy cattle shows where Murray has been the ringman. An outstanding career, still going, and the absolute driving force behind the TD4H Youth Classic show every year at the Royal Winter Fair in November. So we appreciate Murray exercising his expertise, as we say, to be judging this show, or to be serving as ringman this evening. Thanks, Murray. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Bennett. Thanks, everybody on the organizing team, Claire, Jennifer, Stacy, and everybody else that are driving forces on the organizing committee for this absolutely spectacular spring dairy discovery. in addition to the extensive resume that we presented for our judge, I've recently been informed that he has completely reached the pinnacle of all success and will be judging the Lanark County Holstein show this year. Called Bellwether to the Royal, and a lot of responsibility. I hope John is able to sleep as he prepares for that option later this year. But another feather in his cap as well, a cap that has an awful lot of feathers in it already. Um, Probably more stress inducing than even judging showmanship at World Dairy Expo. So, congratulations to Judge John on another noble assignment. look at this excellent job that our judge is doing in terms of communicating with each and every exhibitor in detail, being supportive, being encouraging, but also informational about the future as well. Because tonight is all about the future. So, in a short while, we'll have some official placings for you in this class. And we do hope that once the class is completed, you will be full of applause for these amazing young people and an incredibly talented judge as well. Well, while our judge, and without being too presumptuous, we are going to give you the top three placings and then hear from His Majesty. In third place, from Perth County, ring number 460, Addison Hyatt. In second place, pretty close to home, ring 292, Ashley Kane. And our class winner, and we're expecting a lot of noise from a certain group of people, number 287, Julia Chisholm from Leeds County. And there, they did not let us down. John, your reasons and deliberations, please.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about a huge round of applause for all our show people here, right down to the bottom of the class? And there's calves in this class that I think can be here at the top, but sometimes it's just as simple as behavioral things that the calf just doesn't want to cooperate. We have some very capable show people right near the bottom there. Just shows the depth and the quality of our class we have in front of us. But starting off the class today with a show person, I think from the moment she walked in the ring, she demanded attention. Show person that always got the best look of that calf. She always left a beautiful spacing between her and the calf. And as you watch her walk out here in front of you, you can see she walks in perfect unison with her heifer, step for step, stride for stride. And it is that overall unison, that just that overall comfortability with the heifer that gets her to the top, places her over our second place show person. Our second place show person does a tremendous job as well, uses that control of the calf, that fluent motion, that step for step, that drive the head carriage, and just a little bit more control when the heifers were in line, left a bit more spacing for me than the show person coming out in third. Third over fourth, very close placing. Just going to go at the start of the class. Our show person here in third just had a little bit more control at the start of the class. And overall, just a better average of just overall control and the way she got those front feet a little square at the start when we did a couple stops. But not taking anything away from our fourth place show person here. Fourth place show person, more than capable of winning this class. Just had a couple behavioral problems at the beginning of class that has her in the fourth position today. And fourth over fifth, I think when you watch these two heifers walk, I prefer show person the way she has the nose down of the calf, and she snugged her calf in a little bit tighter, the calf in the lineup when I pulled them in the first pull. But how about another big round of applause? Very, very capable show people here of having a great summer. Congratulations.
Thanks to some excellent work from the executive director of Holstein, Ontario, Pam Charlton, we now have a full lineup of placings in this absolutely stunning class. Ring number 275, Saban Sisterm, was 20th. Ring number 276, Cade Pettit, was 22nd. Ring number 277, Ben Paget, was 21st. 278, Charlotte Woodhouse, was 4th. 279, Faith Abel, was 7th. 280, Brooks Leagers, was 10th. 281, Sam Haley, was 15th. 282, Chelsea Stevens, was 6th. 283, Carly Brooks, was 9th. 284, Nicholas Bork was 12th. 285, Destiny Pake was 5th. 286, Megan Weitzel was 8th. Our class winner was 287, Julia Chisholm from Leeds County, someone with a very notable Ayrshire and Holstein background showing a Jersey heifer. So obviously Julia has a breeds-wide ability to show animals. 288, Sam Grant was 24th. 289, Ewan Bagshaw was 14th. 290, Eva Sales was 18th. 291, Keenan Grieve was 19th. Second in class, 292, Ashley Kane. 293, and this is an update from your catalog, Carmen Doan was 17th. 294, Reed Barkey was 16th. 296, which was actually Weston Phoenix, he was 11th. 290, the first 296 did not show. And three added entries. Number 460, Addison Hyatt was third. Number 471, Nathan Bowman was 23rd. And number 480, Devin Coleman was 13th. In the ring now is the senior showmanship class. This is for young people 18 to 21 years of age. BW Feed and Seed are the sponsors for this class, and the wonder and majesty and perfection of this show will undoubtedly continue in this class as well.
While we complete our showmanship classes, we would like to congratulate our senior winning fitting competition contestants. Desiree Dracup is in the ring right now, and she was partnered with Tyler Gilbert. We would love to have Tyler come up as he's not in the ring right now to receive his jacket from Blondin. Thank you.
be sure that we provide lots of coverage for our very generous sponsors. We'll remind you that the sponsor of this class is BW Feed and Seed. They apparently are quite local to here, possibly in the Paris area. And the information we have is that they are very enthusiastic sponsors of dairy events. So thank you, BW Feed and Seed, and all our other generous sponsors and donors for your support. The show tomorrow with the milking females will begin at 8:30. The first class will be Holstein, the second class will be Jersey, and then the alternation, if that's a word. From there on, our judges are Holstein, Aaron Eaton from New York State, and Jersey, Mr. Blair Weeks from Pleasant Valley, Prince Edward Island. So we look forward to another spectacular day. There's lots of great milking females being prepared in the barn as we speak. We hope that everyone can return and join us for the show tomorrow. If not, it will be available on a link which is published on the Ontario Spring Discovery Facebook page, and you can listen to stimulating live commentary along with the live stream of the show, very expertly provided by Nikki Ross from Western Canada, who has done an outstanding job today, and we're sure that will continue tomorrow. So we're well along in this senior showmanship class. And remember, these young people are 18 to 21 years of age. Now, once this class has been completed and Judge Rylersdam has the opportunity to provide his description of the different exhibitors in this class, we will be moving to the Grand Champion Showmanship class. And it looks like we have many of our competitors from the earlier classes here. We're looking for first and second in the novice, junior, and intermediate classes. So that's 6 show people and 2 more from this class. That makes 8 as far as I know. And that's what we're looking for is 8 show people to compete for Grand Champion Showman and Reserve. The Grand Champion Showperson Award is sponsored by the Ontario Dairy Youth Trust Fund. The Reserve Champion Showperson Award is sponsored by Ontario Joint Dairy Breeds. So we thank both those organizations for being generous sponsors of championship awards at this great show. So we're looking forward to the completion of this class and then the selection of the Grand and Reserve Grand Champion show people by our highly capable judge.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as our senior show people wheel around here, how about we give them a huge round of applause? I think we can do a bit better than that. Give them a big hand here. And as I walked down the line, I told our top 5 show people at some point or another in the class, I had one of them winning the class. That's how close these top 5 are. Starting off the class with a show person here, just made no mistakes through the class, did an exceptional job all the way through, had the most control over heifer at all times. Anytime I looked, the heifer was set up quickly and correctly, and just had that overall control over our show person coming out here in second. I do prefer the way our show person in second, though, gets the head carriage out a little bit nicer of her heifer here than our first place show person. But again, it is the control of the first place show person which gets her to the top of the class. Our second place show person over the third place show person, just when they pull in the line, a heifer that just walked a little bit more comfortably today with our show person, just maybe fit to size a little bit more comfortably, and just a little bit overall more control than our third place show person. Third over fourth, just on the way she held the halter today. I prefer when everything's tidied up in your hand and you can't see anything from the middle of the ring. And it's those little things when you get nitpicking here a little closer to the top. Fourth place show person does an exceptional job. Heifer didn't cooperate the whole time during the class, but stayed calm and composed and always had her heifer looking set up really nicely for me. Along with our fifth place show person, again, an exceptional show person. She gets that side profile out of her calf all times, but the calf was just head bunting a couple times. And when you have the quality that's above her, hard to get any higher today. But once again, these are our seniors here, so how about giving them a huge round of applause? Exceptional show people. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge John. We are now at the ultimate moment in this class, and so we're going to introduce to you the 8 competitors for Grand Champion Showman and Reserve. Starting off the class is the winner of the Novice Showmanship, 9 to 11 years of age, Ryan Knosson. Second place in that class, ring number 247, Easton Osborne. In the next class, which was class number 2 for junior showman, 12 to 14 years of age, the class winner was 464, Gavin De Silva. Second in class, ring number 260, Jace Noom. In the third class, just entering the ring now, the class winner was ring number 287, Julia Chisholm. Second in class, ring number 292, Ashley Kane. And in the class just completed, your class winner was ring number 476, Jalen Phoenix. Second place went to ring number 313, Kyla Lewis. And those 2 young women are getting in place now. So this are the 8 young people competing for Grand and Reserve Showman. Grand, the award is sponsored by the Ontario Dairy Youth Trust Fund. We have Murray here, Murray Reisner, here for that award. And the Reserve Champion Award is sponsored by the Ontario Joint Dairy Breeds. One other announcement, and this is not a disciplinary announcement. On the completion of this class, we would ask Judy Hall to come to the announcer's booth because there's a special photo op that has to take place this evening. So Judy, if you could remain with us, we would appreciate that. Just a reminder that the show will start at 8:30 Eastern tomorrow morning with a Holstein summer 2-year-old class. Before we have the official reasons for the championship, we are going to do a presentation. So Murray has been informed of that, so he knows what's going to happen. And I guess some finalists are now being selected. And before our amazing judge provides his rationale and placings, we will have a presentation which Stacy Leppert from the committee will be doing with dignity and grace, of course. Yeah, it's still No, it's okay. We're now ready to make a presentation to someone who has been essential to this process, our judge, Jonathan Rylersdam. And Stacy is going to make that presentation now. A spectacular charcuterie board and a bottle of amazing, is it a Riesling? Oh, that's really good stuff. So this is our appreciation to Jonathan for coming a long way to judge the show and judging it with such enthusiasm and grace and encouragement for the young people as well. And Claire, as one of the chair people of this event, is getting a picture of John and Stacy as well. So we appreciate that. And I think we are incredibly close to the announcement of our grand and reserve grand champion show people.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it certainly has been quite a highlight of my life judging this show. The amount of skill and talent that I got to see today is absolutely phenomenal. To me, that this is it was awesome that we all got to witness the heifer show this morning, and there's a cow show tomorrow. That's great. To me, this is way more important. Way more important. We have a fantastic group of kids. This is the future right here. Um, this is where you meet your friends. This is where you learn all the little tricks of the trade. You meet your connections and you learn. And that's the most important part. There's been a couple things that I never thought that would happen. I never thought I'd have the honor of having Russell Gammon in the background commentating while I was judging a show. So that's a tick off my checklist. And then number two is having a legend like Murray here helping me in the ring. It was an honor. And he's second to none, just an unbelievable job. So thank you very much, fellas. Thanks to all the camera people taking pictures. And yeah, this is the fun part here. So without further ado, I'm gonna go and select our champion show person, reserve and honorable mention in that order. And I just like to make mention here. These show people are so good. The whole time I've been walking around, they haven't taken their eyes off me. That's how you know you pulled out the right show people. So without further ado, let's go select our champions. And let's open up. Give a big round of applause. Absolutely exceptional group of show people here. Our champion show person, no mistakes all day. A heifer that he's going to place over our reserve champion show person just on the head carriage today. When you look at the heifer walk, she's so smooth. He gets that head and neck out of the heifer at all times. Just does a fantastic job. And it's just on the head carriage that gets over our reserve champion. Reserve overall, I mentioned, like I said in class, just a little bit more control today. But boy, oh boy, am I excited to see these show people throughout the year because I think anything can happen from here on out. Again, it's been an honor, a pleasure, and congratulations to all our show people. Thank you.
So there you have it. Our grand champion show person is Gavin De Silva from Oxford County, ring number 464, the first place junior showman. Second place goes to Jalen, our reserve champion, to Jalen Phoenix, the first place senior showman. And the honorable mention is Kyla Lewis, the 313. She is the second place senior show person. So we thank everybody who's participated here today, the crowd watching, the exhibitors, and just everybody for their participation here. We're going to have some pictures taken. We're going to have Judy come over here, and we're going to see if Shelley is still here, Barfoot O'Neill, and we're just going to do it up right. So thanks everybody for a good, long, successful day. 8:30 tomorrow morning for the cow classes. And Shelley Barfoot O'Neill, if you are here, we'd love to know she is in deep trouble now.